Last month, I purchased these on Amazon because I have wanted to try oil pastels for so long. I'm going to test them with you today. I'm going to paint something with them, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But let's just get into it. Okay, so this brand, I think it's mungyo, whatever. Again, I bought these. They don't know I exist, and the reason I got this brand is because I follow an artist over on Instagram, and I'll link her below. I think her name's Marianne. And I saw her in the comments say, tell somebody, start with this brand. So this is what I did. And I'll just tell you right up front, this set was $12.99 at the time of this posting. It's $12.99. This just shows everything they have. These are all the colors, 120 colors available. I got the set of 24 for $12.99. Oh yes, I did. Aren't they pretty? Okay, they're a little intimidating because literally I'm not going to follow a tutorial. I will in the future, but I am just going to start off by swatching some and then I'll paint something with it. Let's see, I'm right-handed. Let's move these over here. This is my sketchbook that I told you I have a project coming up in it, and I do. I was swatching watercolors. I did that in another video, and this little bird too. So let's move on. Part of the reason I wanted to start them is because I wanted texture again. I used to do some acrylics and I really just wanted texture again. Watercolor does not offer that. So let's just start up here. I'm just going to start right at the top. Let me see if it tells colors. You probably don't care, but let me, number 213. Oh, periwinkle blue. So they do have the colors on here. I'm just going to start. I guess I'm just going to, oh my goodness. They're so like creamy. They're so nice. I was hoping they wouldn't be like chalky or anything like that. Oh, these feel so good. I'll speed you through so you don't have to like sit through this, and then I'll do some blending as well. I'm sure based on my initial reaction, you will not be surprised to know that I am loving these. They feel so good. It just feels good to get my hands in there again. And I've decided with the blending as well, I'm just going to speed you on through that because I did a horrible job and I didn't know what I was doing. Not that I knew what I was doing once I painted my little painting here, but I think that it'll be a little more interesting to watch me try to blend that than it is to watch me blend these circles. You know what? For my watercolors that I was testing last week, I painted this little guy. I'm gonna paint, or I guess she's a girl. I'm gonna paint her or something like her with the oil pastels. Okay, I feel like I need to put like wax paper in between. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's paint that little bird. And since this is not a tutorial, I'm just going to speed you through so you can see how these oil pastels perform. And I'm just doing random colors and wiping it off on a piece of paper in between. And I'm slowing it down so you can see me blend. I'm just blending with my finger because I do not have a blending stump yet and don't know what I'm doing here, but look at how my finger's going back and forth. I think I have weak fingers. I don't know. But anyway, this again felt good to just get in there, you know? I'm so excited to learn more about these and try to figure out what I'm actually doing because I am literally just playing, which feels so good and so freeing, and I can still get whimsical art out of the deal, and it's even more vibrant than watercolors. You can make watercolors vibrant, of course, but these are just naturally vibrant like the moment you put them on there. So I have seen people use white as well, and so I'm just going to kind of add that just to see what that does. So if I blend the white, it's just going to get in there. It's really hard to know like where the finger is supposed to go because I'm kind of smudging on the outside as well. But anyway, I'm just going to keep adding the white and see how it changes the colors. And I can't recommend this enough. It is so fun. And just going to move on now to her little winter hat and scarf and having fun. Going to blend some more here. You can see that I'm blending and actually see how I have different colors on different fingers. You kind of have to be careful. I wasn't very careful, but I kind of like how sometimes there's just a little accidental, blue that gets into the red or whatever. I didn't mind that one bit. So, and the other thing is you can layer upon layer upon layer. And look at this, what you can't do in watercolor. Put white on top of red, right? Can't put white on top of anything unless you're just trying to kind of like mute the color a little bit or whatever. But loving, loving, loving that I can do light on dark. Don't worry, I'm not abandoning watercolors. I'm just broadening my horizons a little bit, and I love this. One thing is that getting little details is not easy. So I'm doing the eye here, and you can see this is not a sharp edge. I can't just grab a fine liner or something and put a little eyeball in there. These are, just blunt edges, I guess, for lack of a better term. And so I'm just going to have to try to do my best here. And oh, I have to do a crooked beak because that's one of my favorite things to do. You know how I love the whimsy. And I just love how opaque this medium is. And it's just luscious. I'm telling you, I know that's a weird word for oil pastels, but I'm telling you too, I was craving this kind of texture. And so now I'm doing the background, added the blue, added some white, blending it, and decided I wanted some color in there. So I put the purple, just blending. Oh, the blending is so fun. And here I'm trying to go back to the eye because I want to put a highlight in the eye, but it's like I can't get a little dot small enough. I can't figure it out. But then I remembered I've seen people do mixed media, so I'm just going to color that back in with the black. And then I'm bringing in just an acrylic marker. And that is doing the trick for me. I think that looks good and whimsical. I love a good side eye from a bird, giving her something to stand on there. Okay, it's now been a few days since I tested these pastels out. I can tell you they look a little different now. I broke one. That was shocking. Anyway, and they all also fell out of their box, and so I have no clue what order they were in. But it's all good. All right. Here's the one I just did with you in the video. And I did end up just getting, let me grab them here. I just got some wax paper from the kitchen and just went ahead and very roughly cut up some of these, tore up some of these. All right, there's our bird. And now, yesterday I had a little coffee art date with my granddaughter at a local coffee shop. And so I got some flowers done. I love them so much. I cannot tell you how much fun and just how playful and freeing and I don't know, just playing with these oil pastels has been. And then I did this little cutie pie. And then the last one, I'm still working on it. I just started this morning. So I'll put some greens in here and then some sort of vase. I don't know if I'll do a tall one or a fat one. I don't know. Anyway, can't recommend enough. Again, I bought these with my own money. Nobody has asked me to do this video. Even if they did, I'm giving you my honest opinions on these products when they do send them to me. But 10 out of 10 recommend trying oil pastels if you're looking for just really rich color and texture and just playful, vibrant art. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video.